today I want to share how I make a wig from wefts for my dolls. So I start off with a loop and then I crochet. I'm using crochet to make the wig. This tutorial is inspired by fairy wool dolls. I will link the original tutorial in the description. I, however, do it a little bit differently. I do it from the outside to the inside, and I think Gabi does it the other way around in her tutorial. I just found that this works for me, and I fold the whiffed. I fold the weft, and then I start it off, and I basically just single crochet around the same as I do with a regular wig, and I just pick up a little bit of the weft every time with every single crochet. And I continue that until it is long enough to fit around my doll's head. So you can see I use a 3mm hook. You could also use a smaller hook if you wanted to make it really fine. I feel that this works for me though, so I make really small crochets, single crochets here, pick up a little bit of the weft every time, and go until I have it long enough to fit around my doll's head. So I'm gonna just keep going here and let you watch on, and I might just start talking a bit later again when it's time to finish the first round. Okay, now I check if it fits around the doll's head, or if I still need to go a little bit more, or if I need to take some away again. No, I still need to make it a little bit longer, so I'll keep going. Let's see if it fits now. Yep, I think it's a little bit too short, so I just make one more single crochet just in case. And then I can close the first round. Now I just close the first round with a slip stitch, same as I would do with just a regular crochet cap. So I'm not going to show the whole process of the whole wig. It is just the same as one of my regular crochet caps, so you can watch that if you want. You're just making a regular crochet cap, and in addition you just pick up the weft every time with every single stitch. I'm going to continue for this wig for the first 4 to 5 rows, just one single crochet into every single stitch of the round, and then I will start decreasing, and when I start decreasing I'll show you again how I start decreasing. So now I just show the first few stitches of the second round. It's just one single crochet into every single stitch, always picking up a little bit of the weft as I go along. And I really like that color. It's a pretty pink, light pink color. I'm sure it's gonna look adorable on the doll. It's nice and curly. It's gonna be so pretty. Just a few more stitches before I skip to the 5th round for decreasing. So here we are at the 5th round, and I'm going to start decreasing. I'll do 7 single crochets, and then I will skip 1 stitch and then do another 7 single crochets for the 5th round. So I'll skip 1 stitch every 7 stitches, and then in the round after that I'll do 6 single crochets, and then I'll skip a stitch, and then 5 single crochets, and then I'll skip a stitch, etc. until I get to the top of the wig and can close it off. So you get the idea. It's always the same principle as with all the regular crochet caps. 7 single crochets, and I'll skip 1 stitch, and another 7 single crochets, and I skip 1 stitch until the cap starts becoming round at the top, and then I'll finish it off. So I'll get back to you when I I'm ready to finish off the cap, because I think you can figure out how to do all the middle steps in between. So here we are, I just finished the last round. Now I'm ready to snip off the thread and then I'll pull it through the last loop. And now I'm going to pull the thread through to the underside of the wig, and then I'm going to finish it off. So now through to the underside. I have to find the right spot here. There we go. Now I've got to find the needle on the other side and make sure the yarn doesn't get stuck anywhere. Yep, it's looking good. I have to pull out some of the hair again. I'm gonna have to brush it later on because it's a little bit messy now that I crocheted and handled it for so long. But I think if you make it a bit moist, like spray it a little bit and then comb it carefully, it should be really pretty again. Okay, I have a bit of a mess here with the thread. Okay, there we go. And I might just snip off some of the extra weft here in the back, so I have it a little bit easier. I pulled it through to the back and there's still, in the center top of the wig, there's still some long hair sticking out, so it looks really pretty at the top. And now, I know it looks a bit messy, but later on you can't see it anymore once you sew the wig to the head. And now I'm just going to close the top there, the hole in the top, make it all nice and neat. And then I'm going to finish off the thread, and then it's ready to sew to the doll's head. And that's the most exciting part, to see the wig on the doll. I'm looking forward to that. I hope this tutorial is helpful to you. I quite enjoy sharing all the things that I learned on my doll maker's journey here, because it took me quite some time to figure out some things, and until I found ways to make certain things, and I hope it's useful to you, this channel here. Okay, nearly done here, so I can snip off the thread now and see if the wig fits onto the doll's head. There are the pretty curls. So pretty. I wish I had hair like that. Light pink. I think that would look lovely on me. So here we go. It all fits nice. And I'm going to sew it to the doll's head now, and I hope you can make a wig too. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. It would be fun to see you over there. Thanks for watching, see you next time, bye!